first, and this doesn't come to us from Brand X. This comes to us from Cuisinart. Wait, that Cuisinart? That Cuisinart. Now, what we're excited about here too is that this wine opener is rechargeable. So there's an internal battery that you charge up over and over again. But we also included some other goodies here that I think you're going to be pretty excited about. So let me just walk you through everything you're going to get. We'll introduce our special guests and we'll get busy popping corks, all right? So here's your wine opener. You also have, well, I should start in order. There's a foil cutter. Don't underestimate the importance of this foil cutter. Have you ever tried to pull a foil off the throat of a wine bottle? Have you ever had it cut you? Yeah, not pleasant. I want to get to the wine. I don't want to go looking for the Band-Aids. So here is your wine cutter. We also give you a wine aerator. Well, let me go in order. Wine foil cutter, wine opener, aerator, 2 stoppers, and a little pump that will help you pump all the air out. Now, as I mentioned, this plugs into the wall so you can charge up your wine opener. I have 4 color choices for you. This one is, I beg your pardon, 3. This is your blue. This is your cinnamon. And finally, I have it for you in the black. Ordinarily, nearly $61 at retail. Tonight, we're almost $21 less, and with that free shipping, we're $26.45 less. Joining me now is our Cuisinart representative, Melissa Brainy. She's joining us live via Skype from her home kitchen. Melissa, you have just hit the jackpot with everybody out there who has a wine lover on their gift list, and they're scratching their head thinking, what in the world do I get for them? This is perfect, and it's from Cuisinart.
Yes, it is, David. Problem solved. I've got you covered if you have a wine lover on your list, or even if you're looking for something to have for a hostess gift, you know, someone's hosting you for the holidays. What's so great about this is the way that we've done this little set. It's a great little presentation piece to really have out for the holidays, and we've thought of everything and kind of self-contained it, which is really nice when you're looking for that foil cutter or aerator. You know that it's all here. And again, it recharges. You're using the foil cutter there. You're right in how important it is to have that on hand and how cleanly that cuts the top of your wine. So just something so simple like that when you're entertaining can really make a big difference. And what's so great about the actual opener is just how easy it is to use. So you just place it on top as you're doing there. I'm going to move this up front so you can see. You hit one button, okay? So just one button, and all you do is hold on to that button until it stops. And there you see, David, it's perfectly open. So this is great for anyone with dexterity issues. You know, traditional wine openers can be a little tricky. You always get that little piece of cork. This comes out so cleanly. And then to eject the cork, you just hit the opposite way. So it's just that up button, and then hold out your hand and it comes out. So super simple to operate.
Now, if I needed to aerate this wine, there's also an aerator. And typically the aeration is used for reds, but sometimes people like to aerate the white. So this allows a little air to be infused to open the bouquet, right?
Exactly. It gets that oxidization going and gets the oxygen flowing into the wine, which is really nice traditionally for reds. And, you know, we also have the stoppers and the vacuum sealer. You know, sometimes if you just do want to have one glass, maybe you're not entertaining for the night and you want to actually put a cork in it to save it for the next night or 2 nights later. This is great because the stopper just goes on top there, and then the pump, again, really easy to use. You just hold it there at the top, and right, exactly like that, David. You pump it. I like to do it like 10 to 15 times. And then I know that the wine is really preserved, the freshness and the flavor for when I do want to enjoy the remainder of the bottle.
And then when it comes time to let that pressure loose, you simply hit the internal button on the stopper and lift your stopper up and off the top of the bottle. This is an entire set, everything that you need, and 300 of these are gone. Now let me review colors for you. Here's the black. I have 1,700 remaining in the black. It's our most popular color tonight and most limited. Here it is in the cinnamon. 2,000 to go around, and don't forget the blue. 1,800. Now, this is an in-stock item, and Marissa, I know you've been watching the news like I have, and we're hearing terms like supply chain challenge. And I heard a news reporter today on the news say, before he was tossing them out to the anchors, he said, folks, if you're shopping for Christmas gifts, buy them now. Something we've been saying here on the air for the last few weeks. Don't wait until late November, early December and hope these things are still in stock, because they may not be. This is in stock tonight and ready to ship. That's why we get excited about this. And Marissa, this is Cuisinart. Tell us more about the brand.
Yeah, so Cuisinart's been around since 1971, of course, known for bringing the iconic food processor here to the U.S. Really, it's about savoring the good life. That's kind of our motto, but it's also about innovation, sleek design, and really bringing things to your kitchen and to your home that are convenient and that make your life easier and more enjoyable. And you know, this is ready to gift, David, which is another thing I think is so important to think about when we think about the holidays. A lot of times there are people on our list who we might not think about till, you know, the end of the season or as time's dwindling down, or maybe we get invited someplace at the last minute and we need something to bring. This is perfect because this is something that is a gift-ready item. You know, you can tie a little bow around it and it's ready to go. That's what's so nice about how it's presented. And I want to just mention one other thing about the charging. You know, I unplugged this one, okay? So you can have it plugged in. I'm just going to try to move that over. There we go. You can have it plugged in and just leave it plugged in and it'll be charging all the time. But if you wanted to bring this out to your holiday table, or maybe you have a little wet bar in another area where there isn't a plug, you can have this charged up, ready to go, ready to open bottles when you're entertaining. And just as it is, it really makes for a nice presentation.
I love the aerator because think about a rosebud when you smell it. It has a little bit of aroma, but not much. When that rosebud blooms into a beautiful flower, all that aroma is released. Same idea here, because what you're doing is you're infusing oxygen into those wines and allowing them to bloom. So the bouquet, the full bouquet of the flavor is actually released. You know, so many people will contact me over the holiday season and say, David, I've got wine lovers on my list. What wine do I buy them? Well, I don't know if that wine lover loves red or white. I don't know really what their preferences are, but I know that every wine lover needs to open a bottle of wine, right? Every wine lover needs an aerator, a foil cutter. This gives you everything in one purchase.
Yeah, it absolutely does. So you don't have to do any of that guesswork about what the person on your list prefers, because you need all of these items. And, you know, even if you have maybe a traditional corkscrew, once you try this, you are not going back to that traditional corkscrew. I mean, just having this on hand ready to go, you saw how easy it is. You never get any cork left behind. It opens the natural or synthetic cork, David, which is another thing to mention. People sometimes ask if it can do that, and it can handle both the rubberized and the natural, you know, regular cork, traditional corks as well.
Because have you ever bought a bottle of wine for a wine lover and brought it to them and they opened it up and they smiled with a bemused smile and went, thanks. And you're like, oh no, I picked something awful, didn't I? So this is really not a problem, because what you're going to pick for them is an accessory, not their wine. Let them choose their wine. They know what they like. Don't be stressed about that. Take the stress out of the holidays. Go bake some cookies. That's what I say. All right, here we go. Here, let's go ahead and just release that wine cork. And look how easily I was able to, and no cork broken, no bits of wine, no cork in my wine. 1,400 of these are gone. Now, I need to remind you what colors we have. We have the blue, we have the cinnamon, but if you want black, let me update you on black. We're coming. Here it is. Fewer than 900 now to go around in the black. That's most popular tonight. I have it in the cinnamon, and finally I have it for you in the blue. And how many are gone, Sean? 1,500 of these are now gone. Marissa, it's good to see you, my angel.
Oh, great to be with you as always, David. And I'm excited to be talking about the holidays. You know, as you were saying before, we're all really looking forward to this time of year. So we want to have great gifts to give all those people on our list.
And it's in stock and can ship now. Be on the line for this and don't miss it. Marissa, great to have you back, my friend.
Good to see you, David. Cheers.
Take care, sweetie. Bye-bye. Hey, let's remind you that we are live